Hey, what's up, team? I hope everyone's doing well. Today we're going to take a look at some Blokees Defender versions. Over here you can see we have Defender versions 1, 2, and 3. And right over here we have Defender version 4 along with the Blokees Devastator. And we're going to talk about all of that today, and I'm super duper excited. And to kick it off, why don't we talk about my favorite guy from the set, and that is Rumble. Oh my goodness, he's so good. Dude, look at this. He has these dum 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 pile driver action things going on that are kind of spring plastic loaded. Not spring, but plastic loaded with a springy effect. He's gorgeous. The paint, the deco, and you can see even the Decepticon symbol there is just absolutely brilliant. And you know what? I think I have the waist backward because I can see the Hasbro logo there. But I also love the fact that the head is able to cock back so that you can put him in the appropriate position for him to do like Operation Tidal Wave and stuff, right? This is cool too, man. I really do love the Defender versions, and the fact that they're just coming out with bangers is absolutely incredible. Every time is just a banger, you know? I was going to say this guy was my favorite from the last set, the Jolly Rancher Shockwave, the purple one. He looks glorious. Love that bright, solid yellow monocle on top of the translucent plastic, or as Emgo would say, trans clearance. And he looks really nice. And this was the first Shockwave that was introduced as part of the Defender class. And by the way, I'm operating with one eye. Speaking of Shockwave, I have an eye injury, so if it looks like I can't grab something, it's because my depth perception is impacted right now. This is Shockwave from Defender version 04, and you can see he is the solid version. Huh. And this too, I've also put the waist backward. Oh man, I couldn't see it when I was assembling it because, like I said, my eye is messed up. But he looks good. He looks good, nice in his solid form. But I don't know which one I like better, dude. The Jolly Rancher Grape version is kind of nice. It looks like some type of like translucent energon version. But deco, build-wise, everything is pretty much the same. And they look really good. I love the fact that there's a hose. You know, that's the one thing about these Defender versions. Oh, can I put them back? Yeah, that's the one thing about these Defender versions is that they don't cheap out on the details. Even though they're super small and diminutive, you can see that Blokees spared no expense in basically trying to put together the best version of these tiny chibi guys. Here, we have Hot Rod from the last set from Defender version 03, and he was my second favorite. He looks so good. I love the unique details and the sculpts on the leg. Unfortunately, this guy's waist I have not assembled backward. He looks good, man. Looks nice, young, youthful, juvenile as Hot Rod was. And then in this new version, yo, we got our guy Rodimus. Get the cup out of here, man. He looks incredible. New sculpts on the leg, new sculpts on the chest, new sculpts everywhere, and cast in this kind of like metallic, glittery plastic and paint, and holding the Matrix of Leadership with that bluish sparkly effect. Amazing. The Matrix is huge, by the way, and it looks quite nice in my opinion. It's opened up. Usually the Matrix that we get, they're all closed, you know what I mean? The ones that we find inside the primes. But this one now it's open. It's open, and that allows you to affix that nice little effect over there. And just looking at our guy, he looks great. He looks older, more serious, more like beaten, so to speak, you know? He's seen a lot of stressors and wars and battles and stuff, and it has gotten to him, but still, man, he looks amazing. He looks amazing. And here we have a comparison over here. Look how the colors are different, right? And you can see obviously similarities because, you know, they're the same bot, but he just looks so regal. He looks so regal in this gold. And again, just golly, look at all those details. And the paint just spared no expense, man. Yeah, you know, I've been trying to decide which versions of the Blokees Transformers I like the best. There's obviously the large action editions. There's a champion class. There's the Galaxy version and the Defenders. Dude, I think Defenders are my favorite, man. There's something about them that are just so unique, so cute. The sculpts are absolutely wonderful. And here is Shattered Glass Megatron. He looks awesome. And this is obviously a remold or a shared mold made of this guy. But still, he pops, dude. He pops, and he has his own kind of like character, like persona and attitude about him. You can see the backpacks are different. He has the trans clearance, like blasters that look like they're from like, what is it? The Energon Megatron, right? That looks really nice. He has the shattered glass bits and even the fusion cannon. This being translucent is just really beautiful. Oh, they're actually different. Huh, nice. I didn't notice that. I just noticed that right now. And then we can take a look at, oh man. You know, it's difficult putting these guys back because of my lack of depth perception. Here's the gold one that we got from the last set. I think it's from the last set. the one with the lemon drop fists. And you know, one of the things that Blokees does really well is that they iterate. They build, they measure, and they learn. They build stuff, they find something that they want to change, they improve it, and they learn upon that. Because, for instance, this is actually the third gold Defender. We have Bumblebee, we have Soundwave, and you can see the differences over here. He doesn't use the lemon drop hands and feet. I actually quite like that. And so seeing that they're making small little changes, small incremental adjustments to make these characters better. Same thing with the thighs as well. Yeah, he has the transclearance thighs. I dig that. I dig that, and I absolutely love that about them. They're never too proud to just kind of rest on their laurels. They're doing everything. Oh, man, look at that huge Decepticon symbol on the chest, dude. Just brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And speaking of brilliant, oh, man. This is my favorite. All right, man. This is my favorite from the set, dude. You're gonna have to forgive me. Not favorite, my second favorite. Oh, my goodness. Wow, man. I took for granted what it's like having two eyes, and now I'm regretting it. Blitzwing. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Yo, he got the popped collar on the back. That's so cool. I do wish the turret was a little bit more pronounced, but at the same time, I mean, I'm not going to hate on these little guys for something like that. I also put his waist on backwards. The details are great, dude. Just looking at him, that's like Blitzwing. The colors are proper. That nice little smug face over there. Speaking of collars, dude, we got another man with a collar over here, and it's Scourge. But yo, dude, he got no mustache. Like he's a young Scourge or something. Yo, I also put this fool's waist on backward. Dude, what's wrong with me? But he's a young Scourge, and so you can see that he has the goatee a little bit, but he doesn't have the stash. And yeah, that just makes it look like he's like, hey man, I got work tomorrow. I gotta clean up. But he looks good. He looks really good with the collar and like the movable wings over here. Yeah, and he has the Emperor Palpatine like shooting electricity out of his hands. I didn't know that they did that, but apparently that is a thing. So yeah, dude, I'm gonna have difficulty putting these guys down. So you guys just kind of bear with me, okay? The debut of Hound in the Defender version. Wow, man, Jolly Rancher Apple, right? So good, so very good. And using some lemon over there, using some clear. Looks like a nice little can of Sprite that came to life. And, you know, I'm wondering if this is kind of like the pattern, like how I told you that they introduced the translucent Shockwave in the last version, and now we have the solid Shockwave in this version. I wonder if the next Defender version, DV05, we are going to get a solid Hound. Maybe that's like a pattern. They introduce them in the clear, and then they reinforce it with the standard version. Could be. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, goodness, dude. Lack of depth perception. Messing with me. Another new one. There's lots of like new like firsts basically in DV04, and here we have Grimlock. I shared these on the live stream, but what is it? This guy I didn't build, and a lot of folks told me that he's going to be used for Volcanicus, and I can kind of see that because he's very, very modular in terms of the way he comes apart. It kind of reminds me of Mixmaster from the Devastator set, so that piece is independent. This piece down here, that's independent, and there's a lot of like ports and things like that are present, and so I really wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being a component of Volcanicus. That would be pretty rad. But yeah, this is the first foray into Defender version Dinobots, and yeah, I'm with it. He kind of reminds me of the core class Grimlock with the big kind of like chunky belly and stuff. So let me put him back over here. A bunch of alt mode stuff. This is brand new too. I mean, a lot of Rodimus love over here, and this opens up very similar to the where is it? And he has the rideable kind of like hold the laser gimmick. I mean, hold this thing over here that Optimus Prime had with his own alt mode. Pretty much the same thing. You can open this up and you can extend this out, and then you can get somebody like maybe Hot Rod, or maybe not Hot Rod because it's the same people, but anyone else, you can get them to kind of ride that, and that looks nice. The front of the car, the little thing, the fin, everything about this, it's very cute, well detailed. The sculpt is nice. And no, I'm digging this. One of my favorite alt mode vehicles. But, dude, I got Wheeljack up in this. That's clean, right? That's so sick. And they even have this. Oops, that popped off. But the hood of the car opens up. And man, for those of you who are detail enthusiasts, you could probably do something really cool with that engine block right there. You can even see the Autobot symbol. But the fact that they didn't have to include this, but they did, you know, this is magical. I really, really like these. And certainly last but not least, on the vehicle side, Brawl. Brawl, my friend. You know what's going on over here. We have a connection port over here. We got a connection port down there. You know a foot's going to go in there, and you know that what is it? There's going to be a knee connector in there. You know what time it is. You know exactly what time it is. I'm so stoked, dude. So stoked, man. They have so many ambitions, so many big ambitions with this line. And speaking of big oh, you know what? There's one more that we forgot to cover, and that is Lord Starscream. He looks good. And now this is the second iteration of the Seeker in its alt mode. I will say I don't like this black. I don't recall seeing so much black on him, and I feel like it kind of throws off the sculpt, throws off the deco. Here we have Thundercracker, and I don't know. I think Thundercrackers looks good, but I don't know. For some reason, for some reason that black stands out in a not good way. I don't like it, but still, I love the fact that we're getting the Seekers. And there's some fun things that you can do to actually, I put these on backward, that you can do to combine them with the Defender version of the robot. I have put up a short for that. You can check it out. But yeah, that's really, really nice. And now, like I said, certainly last but not least, Blokees Devastator. I know this was only released in Asia, but hey, it's available now globally for pre-order at blokees.com for a worldwide release date of September 10th. But you can get it now, and it's only like $5. Granted, you still need to collect the individual Defender class Constructicons, and so that's going to be on you to do. But the kit itself is only $5. That's gnarly, right? That's gnarly, dude. When have you ever paid a Devastator kit for $5? When have you ever paid $5 for a Devastator kit? Never. And what's great is that this has compatibility with your Galaxy version, guys. Like the joints that they use, like the knee joints that you see over here, these hip joints, all of these things, these are all compatible with Galaxy version Transformers. And so you can mix and match and potentially create your own custom Devastator or other combiner. And I think that's just really, really neat. Parts of the kit that are included are these shoulder mounts, and there are like ball joints underneath the vehicle version of the Constructicons. And I'm sure Blastoff and Vortex, once they get released, you'll find those same type of ball sockets in there. Mixmaster over here and Scrapper, as you can see, are connected via the same joints used in the Galaxy version. And the thighs, the waist, these are all independent. But yeah, they are a parts forming team, obviously, that I just showed you. And of course, the head and the forearms, these are all parts forming. But these guys do have to be configured a little bit. Same thing with Long Haul as well. Hook, you're not doing too much. The arms, not really much at all, other than plugging in those kind of extensions. But he's good, dude. He's really, really good. I do wish they would release some generic forearms, like in a kit that I could use for some of my other like custom builds, because these are nice. These are nice, and they snap together very similar to the Galaxy version sets. A top, a bottom, a joint, and then the limb at the end, like the fist or the foot. Really nicely done. Same thing for the legs. Same thing for this. I will say Long Haul is the one, like this holds the back together and this holds the front together. But this piece right over here, right there, that houses the long port underneath Long Haul that connects this whole thing, that also connects them into Hook. It's kind of on a thin piece of plastic, and so just be mindful when you're lifting it up. I stressed mine out actually, and so I put some super glue and baking soda. If you don't know, by the way, super glue and baking soda is an incredible adhesive. Just be very mindful and careful about how you apply it. But yeah, I put mine in to reinforce it, but just be careful because you might stress and potentially break it. But he looks marvelous. He absolutely looks marvelous. He comes together, like I mentioned, like a Galaxy figure. Even the face, he has the face plate, the back of the head, the front of the head, and a neck port. Yeah, all independent. Good range of motion. You can see he can kind of look up, little bit down, not too bad, so that he can look down on Autobots and be like, nothing defeats the Devastator, blah, 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 blah. Waist swivel. This is one piece. But yeah, he can kick up and do like knee bends and stuff and do like tiger knee and stuff. Great stuff. This is not a part of DVO4, but it is a part of the wave, the release, kind of in the same time. And so yeah, just pay attention to the Blokees website for the release of this. Also Defender version 4, and yeah, all the great things that you see on this channel, that you see me advertising on behalf of Blokees. Well, not really advertising, but promoting and stuff. You can find them on blokees.com and check them out. And so yeah, I hope you have enjoyed the video. One more time, we'll take a look at DVO3. Not bad. Or excuse me, DVO3, 2, and 1. Beautiful stuff. And once more look at DVO4. Great stuff, as per usual, from the people at Blokees. And thank you so much for being here and for your precious donation of time. I will catch you all next time. What a horrible outro.